lightly 'cause it's heavy, heavy friendly.
There is an eagle flying. Yeah!
Hey everybody, it's Heavy Friending, a podcast. My name's Joe Barlow, alongside
Joe.
Laura Lee Bishop. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe right now because it's a hot pod.
Yeah, hot pod.
What's
I'm still hungover, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, I never have been hungover yet. I think it's just hitting me now. You know when you keep drinking through it and then you don't get the hangover because you just keep drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking.
What?
And then finally it hits you like a fucking ton of bricks.
Is everything okay in the home, your home life?
Well, I just got home. I feel like I haven't been home in weeks. Mm-hmm. Every day you get up, you got to get looking good because you never know who you may meet.
Okay.
And then you got to go out there. You got to shake hands, kiss babies.
Are you running
Kiss
for
hands,
president?
shake babies, really.
You're not old enough to be president.
Yes, I am.
You're going to be 35.
Do you?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
I'm pretty sure I learned that
Okay,
in
what
high
if the
school.
most genius fucking savant fucking politician was out there? We'd say no to him? Or her?
Are you saying ageism doesn't exist? Because it does.
It's fucked.
A 13-year-old should be able to vote.
No, hang on now.
Why?
You should be at least 14. At least 14. You need to have been a teenager for a whole year.
When's puberty?
When is puberty?
I don't know, because I don't really. Some people are like, "Oh, I remember puberty."
first time I touched my dick.
I remember. Like some people are like,
This was what I just did sounded like a straight up man.
"Yeah, it did." Do it again.
First time I touched a titty.
Okay. But I was gonna say, I feel like some people are like, I remember my first pube.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, don't say pube.
Don't say that. It's disgusting.
And I'm disgusted.
What would you like him to say? Hair down there.
Hair down there.
I remember when I saw my first hair down there, brother.
The fro down below.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's not like a memory. I don't have like a specific, like, I've become a man today. Mm-hmm. And maybe I'm still waiting. And that might be why.
I don't remember getting hair under my arms or anything like that. I feel like maybe I just started shaving it before it really like sprouted, you know?
Well, I think that's the thing. Yeah. Cause like a lot of little boys will get that little peach.
So disgusting.
A lot of peach fuzz. And then you're shaving it and you're like, well, you didn't really have anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, who can say?
But then some of them keep it though. And they have like this long, like.
It's weird when it's long and greasy.
Stringy ones. It's so disgusting. Whoever thought that looked good.
No one thinks it looks good.
Then why do they do it?
Aren't really aware.
No, they're aware.
Some people, I guess,
some of them are like
I think 25. A lot of people aren't aware.
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought we were talking about like prepubescent and pubescent.
I'm still saying that some people just keep it into adulthood, brother.
Alrighty. This is a show about our changing bodies. And
a lot of it is.
And Laura, she represents usually the female perspective. Mm-hmm. I represent
But also represent the male perspective, brother.
And that's why we like you. I represent the
nerds, the outcasts, the losers.
I guess I would have. I was just going to say
the
man,
tag,
the men,
motley, little stinkers.
I'm the voice of men.
You think you are?
This voice?
You know what?
That's a man's voice.
I think you're the new voice of man. I think that you could be the
voice what I think?
Of man.
I was thinking about this, and maybe we've talked about this, but I think this is a good time for me to be me.
It is.
Because before you'd be like, he's too not Burt Reynolds.
Right.
Or,
right.
He's not your traditional
He looks a little
man.
light in his loafers, brother.
Yes. And I think growing up, some people were, even within the past few years. Yeah. I mean, sometimes people will say, "Oh, we thought you were gay," and
people
but I
say
feel
that
like,
to you. Because see, I thought you were gay, but I would never say it to you. That's all.
Okay. So yeah, well, maybe it's a bad time to meet people. Maybe in 7 years, people won't be like, "Oh, he's."
I never thought you were
like,
gay. I just didn't know I don't like to assume about people's sexualities when I meet them. Also, because people have this idea that like gay people are this certain way, and like you're just going to know they're gay. And I have so many gay friends who you would not know that they're gay.
You know, a lot of gay people wear feather boas every day.
Every day, yeah.
And they
full lipstick, full makeup.
Yeah.
Women's undergarments.
They have
and
like
they
a
go,
mustache.
Girlfriend.
Yes. And they love Lady Gaga. Mm-hmm. And
I can't say that's pretty much universal, that one.
Well, hey, I like Lady Gaga also. Yeah. So
it can't be the litmus test since we all love Lady Gaga.
Exactly. That's a universe. That's part of being
love
human.
Lady Gaga, brother.
If we're human, we love the God.
That's right, baby.
Speaking of Gaga.
Mm-hmm. This week was crazy.
Watched, no.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, if you wanted to do that. But I was going to say I watched the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Oh, you did?
And there's a song called Radio Gaga.
Right.
Performed by Queen.
Right.
The band. Right. And that's all I have to say about that.
So my segue was...
Well, but
speaking
just
of
let me
Gaga,
one more thing.
Okay.
I liked it, but it's weird. Did you see it?
No.
Okay. Can I...
This can't do spoiler because there's other people listening.
Oh, I know. But this isn't going to spoil anything.
Okay.
Because, I mean, is it spoiling if I said, for instance...
Hang on. Just for the listener, if it's a spoiler, I'll beep it out for you. Okay. You guys, don't be scared.
I don't think it's a spoiler.
Okay.
We know, just based on historical fact, that Freddie Mercury died.
No, yeah, that's not a spoiler.
Okay.
If you don't know that Freddie
do you know what
Mercury
he
is
died
dead...
of?
If you don't know that either, then
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck you.
So he died of HIV.
Yes.
In the movie, I guess I didn't realize this until afterwards, but the movie is rated PG-13. Mm-hmm. So you never actually see him really have like
full penetration.
Well, no, not that you would, but like you don't even really see him like I think you only see him like kiss a man, and you sort of see him with a woman early on.
Mm-hmm. That was his best friend.
Right. The woman, you don't see her get HIV. So you know she didn't give him HIV. So he like kissed one man. So it's sort of like, where did HIV come from? Yeah. So it's just kind of like weird that
do you think that
that's
has to do
not
with PG-13 or with like them wanting to appeal to a wider audience? Like that
I think that goes hand in hand with PG-13. You want a wide audience. Stupid? I know, because I'm just like, that would have made it such a more... Like,
that was the biggest critique of the film, was that it didn't go there. It didn't go to a lot of places it should have gone with his life.
Yeah. Well, and then afterwards I read like the Wikipedia, because I wanted to know like, what's true, what's made up. And then there's like a bunch of stuff. And the same thing with Ray, where like they made up details, and I'm just like, just tell this story. Like I'm interested
Freddie
in like learning about it.
Life was fucking crazy enough. You don't need to make anything up.
Yeah, no, they made things up like and put things out of order. And
his little friend though, his best friend who he was in love with, but like but not sexually, you know.
Well, they were in the movie. They were
at the beginning. They were together.
Okay. Yeah.
But then they weren't. She always knew he was gay.
Well, in the movie, she was. But he
wrote that song for her. Love of my life.
Well, that is in the movie.
Me. Oh, that song! Every time I hear it, I fucking cry my eyes out.
Why haven't you watched that movie? I thought you liked.
I love him. I'm obsessed with him. That's why I haven't watched it. I don't want to watch something that like. You know, they're like, that actor, whatever.
Rami.
Rami. He does such a good impression of him, man.
I
don't want to see an impression. I just want to watch the videos. I watch probably at least once a week. I watch like 10 videos in a row of his performances because.
Well, for me, that's what I did. I watched the movie and I enjoyed it, and then I'm like, I watched the Live Aid, full performance.
Yeah. And I can't watch it without crying.
I do think, the nice thing about it being a PG-13 wide sort of audience release is that I think a lot of people will go back and go deeper. Like you might know the hits, but maybe you'll want to listen to Love of My Life.
Oh, that song. What a song. What a song.
What a song. What a man.
Music.
And
music.
Those teeth.
I don't understand why he hated his teeth so much. I thought they were so fucking fun. They were fun though.
No, they're
so fun. His teeth are fun. He never did anything to him because he thought it gave him power to sing better.
Yeah, that's kind of mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, it is in the movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't need to see the movie. I mean, I know everything.
I do want to watch a legitimate documentary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be great. They should make one.
There is one. I think it's called The Great Pretender.
Oh. feel like they're really shady right out of the gate.
Well, he did a cover of that song, right?
Still, what do you mean? What do they mean?
Well, I don't know. You probably learn in the
Yeah. All right.
So you went on a journey.
Music, yeah. I went to South by, played a show.
I was there.
You were there. You loved it.
I loved it. I was in the front row.
Do you think after when you see me play, do you think like our relationship is different afterwards? Do you think you see me in a different light?
Not at this point.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you perform a lot. This time was different though, because usually I'm at the back. This time I was up front, and that was loud.
Yeah, you were right in front of the speaker.
Thank you for noticing. Yeah, it was a little painful. I noticed that. Yeah. It was in the right ear. It was in the right ear pretty good.
Yeah, you could have moved or brought earplugs.
Well, the hard thing about being as we call ourselves, a person. A person of height.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to go. I wanted to be off to the side a little bit so that these people of short stature.
I thought you were going to say of Russian descent. Remember the Russians?
Well,
that were there?
I remember that.
Whole crew of them.
What I remember more was you saying how much you liked Russia.
Yeah,
and to the rest of the audience, I was just trying to imagine what's going on.
So you told me that and you put that in my head?
Yeah,
wait. No, let me start
Laura's on stage and she's saying Vladimir Putin is not such a bad guy.
I didn't say that.
And Russia? You said something about we should be friends with Russia.
I said we don't need to have all this animosity between us, Americans, and Russians. The people of Russia are being oppressed by a dictator. We shouldn't hate Russians. We should hate Vladimir Putin.
I just don't know if that message came across.
Well, no.
In your rant, your viral rant.
I want to say this. First of all, this is what happened. These guys who played South by with me last year in my showcase, they came to my showcase this year and surprised me. And they were in the audience. It was fun. We're like, oh my God. And their band is called I Am Waiting for You last summer. Yeah, I don't know if there's a translation thing there or if it's just weird on purpose.
It's fun.
It's
kind of like, I would say it's like Freddie Mercury's teeth. It's fun.
It's fun. And keep them.
Keep them. Don't change them.
Yeah, they're more like industrial synth stuff. But anyway, so it's funny because we kind of hated them for the whole year ever since that show because we let all the bands use our drums as backline. And they took one of John's toms to the front of the stage and banged on it. John's toms. Banged on it so hard that we thought that he was going to bust the head.
So to recap, they took John's toms.
They took John's toms, busted the head almost.
And they beat him.
They almost beat them. They were hitting that tom so hard. We thought they were going to bust the head of the tom before we had to play, and we were pissed off. Like we had to tell them to actually stop, like in the middle of their show. So it was like really. So we were kind of like ooh with them. And we talked shit on them for the whole year. Remember that band when they fucked up our fucking drums? And then they showed up, and we were like, "Oh, we were mean." And they were actually really nice
to Russia.
So when I was on the stage, I said, "The Russians are here. The Russians are here."
Yeah, you did
at the
salute.
Time. I couldn't remember
salute.
the name of their band, or I would have said the name of their band.
Yeah,
and we all laughed and everything, but then right after that I played a song that's a bad song about a dystopian future. And I said it was dedicated to Donald Trump.
Right. So she said, "Hey, not only am I pro-Russia,
I didn't say that,
I'm pro-Trump." Well, you. I mean, but I'm imagining people who didn't know that Russian band, and they heard you say,
"No," but I said the Russian. No, I said these Russian people are here, and I pointed at them. And
these Russians, and then also, I think diplomatically,
he's lying.
No,
he is lying.
I think it's a little close to what I'm saying.
Okay. So anyway, and then I dedicated the song to Trump, but it was a bad song. Like it was about the end of,
I think if you listen to the lyrics and if
sure they were,
and if you understood that there were Russians in the audience, that you could put it together.
I said there were Russians in the audience. But I'm
not sure everyone at a bar
you put this in my head.
Is locked into everything you're saying. They're just like, wait, she likes Russian, she likes Trump.
No.
Get in the van, kids. We're going home.
I asked people, and they were like, "No, man, who told you that?" I asked people if they got. Yeah, I asked people. I said somebody said that I sounded pro-Trump and pro-Russia.
You did, and you
people
were.
Said I wasn't, and I didn't.
Did they know that was a Russian band there?
Yeah, everyone got that. Everyone I talked to was like, "What are you talking about?" No, it sounded like you were talking to these guys. So I just want to say that.
So are you saying? Wait, before they didn't know before, because I knew before that they were Russians. They
No,
only
didn't.
heard you on
They
the
heard me
stage
say,
reference
these
it.
guys. Yeah, I said.
All
they're
right.
from-
Hey, then good for them.
Oh, man.
Good for them.
Oh, man.
Because
he's doing a fake news thing over here is what he's doing.
it's not fake news. That's how I felt. I was like, she's really laying into pro-Russian, pro-Trump.
Okay.
And I was like, first of all, that's my thing.
Aside from that, the show was really good.
It would have been funny if you said build that wall. I would have.
Never. You're never going to say that. Not even as a character on Heavy Friending.
You probably have said it before.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Hey, I'd like you to find it. I'd like you to find it and prove it. Fake news.
I'm not going through the archives.
Nope, you're not. Yeah, so I did that. I drank every single fucking day for a week.
And that's it's a long fest.
It's long. You got to get dressed. You got to look good because you're meeting all these people and, you never know who's going to be there.
Do you have business cards?
I do have business cards.
Okay, yeah, you hand those out. You fan them out.
I did. I handed them out to a shit ton of people. I got stickers I was giving out.
That's nice of you to promote the podcast like
it's
that.
It's tiring to be dressed up and shit, and you're at all these bars. There's nothing else to do but drink, really. So then you drink all day, and then it's late, and you come home, and you wake up, and you do it again 7 days in a motherfucking row. Mm-hmm. Then I had Sunday where I just laid in the bed. I started Harry Potter. I read the first Harry Potter book on Sunday. The second one, when I then left on Monday, I went to Port Aransas, Texas, a coastal city.
Uh-huh.
It's a beach.
How big is it?
It's small because we were the only people in the bar. In the entire bar, we were the only patrons. Every now and then, different people would come in. We made friends with a man with no teeth who ran karaoke, with Vesna, a bartender, with a guy who we call the skinhead because I think he's a skinhead.
What is a skinhead a Nazi?
Well, I was friends with a guy who said he used to be, a long time ago, who said he used to be a skinhead who only beat up other skinheads, sort of a Dexter of skinheads, if you will. So perhaps you could be a skinhead and not be. I'm not sure. I think they're mainly
well, what is it? Yeah, what is a skinhead?
I think a lot of times there's racist connotations, but they're also anarchists, I think, a lot of times.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, and then we, a surfer dude who was frustrated with being there and wanted to get to Austin,
Why? Austin doesn't have...
He fucking hates Port Aransas. He's been there his whole life, man. He wants to get out.
If he's a surfer, he should go to a coastal
We got in a
city.
fight, actually. We met the skinhead and the surfer guy. We were walking on the bar, Andrew and I. And he goes, Depeche Mode and Motley Crue. So Andrew was Depeche Mode and I was Motley Crue.
I don't even understand what that means.
Exactly. That's what I said. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? So I was real aggressive that night. In fact, right before then I said, I feel like I'm going to feel like getting in a fight.
Oh, is Motley Crue, were you wearing leather?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me guess what he's wearing. What is Depeche? I have no idea. Is that
an 80s
Is that
pop
a
band.
blonde? He had a blonde
It's an 80s
flock of
synth
seagulls
pop.
hair?
It's sort of like that kind of music, but Depeche is way more.
Was he wearing white?
Hardcore than. No, he was wearing a shirt with flowers on it. I don't know. Anyway, he started off aggressive and we started fighting, arguing.
Yeah.
And then I went over to talk to my other friends and then I had to walk back.
That's
that
cool.
way
You
to
invited
the car.
a lot of friends, sounds like.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Interesting.
There's a group of us there.
Yeah, no room.
Sometimes you're not ready to mix the groups yet, You want to get them comfortable with each other first, like when you introduce two new dogs to each other.
Do they all know
you gotta supervise
you have a podcast or?
Yeah, they do.
Have they heard it?
Andrew's been on the podcast.
Oh, I know Andrew.
Yeah. I believe that they've heard it.
Interesting. So
So you feel like they should already know you.
You know what's interesting though?
What?
I didn't know this. I met your friend Ashley.
Ashley, yeah.
At the show. Uh-huh. And she said, Aaron, maybe you said it, that she didn't like me.
She said, I would never tell you that, but she told me that, yeah.
She didn't like me at the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah. She didn't like how you talked to me, she
Which
said.
is interesting.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was way nicer to you than you were to me.
You aren't though. That's the thing. You're nice, mean, and she sees through that.
Well, no, she likes me now. I
she
believe
saw through that.
So she knows I'm nice, not mean nice.
At the beginning, you were mean, but nice.
know what you're talking about.
You didn't want to be my friend. You were withholding.
That's not mean. How is that mean?
All right.
Having emotional...
We've been getting along, and I really think we should try to keep doing that. But here's a good point for you. Why isn't this a takeaway?
How does it mean
Why
if
isn't this a
I'm a
takeaway?
little cautious?
Why isn't this a takeaway? That my friends shit-talked you, but guess what I didn't do? Is A, be a bad friend to my friends and come run and tattletale. And B, that I didn't want to hurt your feelings by telling you shit my friend said about you. Like, oh, you're so much funnier than him. Get rid of him. He's dead weight. I didn't come and tell you those things. Yet every week I hear a different thing that someone said. Oh, they think I want to bang you. Oh, they think I'm a mean asshole to you. Oh, they're mad at this, that, and the other. So could you explain that to me?
You have thicker skin.
That's not true. A lot of times the clowns are crying on the inside.
I'm crying on the outside too.
I've never seen you cry.
I haven't cried in a few years.
Are you serious?
I was thinking about this. I would like there to be a thing, maybe a pill that I could take that would make me cry.
I can help you with that. You don't need a pill. All right.
I want a pill.
You want to cry?
Because I want to make it easy. I want to cry and I want it to be done and then I want to move on.
We can do that. Listen, we need to take a break.
I don't want to cry.
Let's go to
a
break.
podcast.
I don't see why you can't. I don't see why you can't. It'll take 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes
I'll
of
time
your time.
you. We'll time.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, this is exciting.
We'll be right back. Laura's here now.
Okay.
Laura's here now.
Whoa. That scared me.
How you feeling?
Just startled by that guitar.
Startled to tears? Startled to tears?
I don't know. You're going to make me cry.
Joe.
Wait for the guitar to finish. Okay, now you can go.
Oh, Joe. The fact you're not already crying, it speaks volumes.
This music... Oh, hold on, sorry. This music is kind of getting me there. I think.
Close your eyes.
If you were playing the Up soundtrack, I'd probably
Close
go.
your eyes.
Okay.
I want you to picture you're logging on to your computer. Mm-hmm. You're typing W.
Is this sad or erotic?
Dot.
Or meditation?
Patreon.
It's not sad.
Close your eyes and just
okay.
listen.
Sorry.
Patreon.com/heavyfriending. And you see on the page the faces of 2 lonely, sad people just asking for a little help.
Is one of them
And you see
me?
That one of them is you. Let it out. You can log on to this website, and all you have to do is you pledge any amount of money, and you can help them. You can help yourself. And they're going to give you exclusive content. Exclusive. All you have to do is go to patreon.com/heavyfriending today. How do you feel?
I'm kind of teary when I was pretending to cry there.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
I thought it was real.
No.
Woo! Yeah, I'm on island time.
What island?
Island time goes a little bit different than, you don't get it, but island time's a little bit different than Austin time, okay?
What time zone is it?
It's not a time zone. It's a time fucking state of mind, a time mentality.
What
all
island?
Right, island time.
Not
Kicking
all islands.
back.
I mean,
you got a little sand in your crack? Not a big deal.
Technically, Ireland is an island. So
I was on an island.
Like
island
Iceland.
Time.
Isn't Iceland an island?
I got jet lag from island time. I'm still not back on regular time.
Are you referencing Ireland then specifically?
No, I'm talking about
island
Port
time?
Aransas, Texas.
That's not an island.
It is, actually.
It is?
I have to take a ferry to get there.
Why?
We drove onto a ferry. It was crazy. The thing was like, woo, 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 woo.
You were dedicated.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know about the ferry until we got there, but I went with it.
But you knew it was an island?
No, I don't ever know where I'm going. Usually my friends are like, here's what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Here's how much you owe. And saddle up, and I fucking saddle up. And
if a saddle's necessary. But
yeah, I'm always down to clown. I'm that friend. You call me, you say, hey, let's do something. I'm like, yep, I'm there.
That's generally true, I would say.
Yeah.
When I've called you, you're like, hey, cool.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I mean, you don't usually invite me places.
Right. Yeah, I guess that was more theoretical than literal.
But I'm there for you. You need me, I'm there. I'm that one. And I'm fun. Okay? Life of the party, some would say.
Why are you're trying to sell this to, I feel like, everyone listening?
Island time, baby.
You've gotten weirder since the beginning of the show.
Yeah. I think I'm delirious, maybe. Every night we close the bars down,
I feel like
and
this
then we
is
went
what
to
you've
bed
said.
really late. And I haven't said it, actually.
Okay.
I haven't said it. And it deserves to be said. Went to bed really late. And then everyone would sleep all motherfucking day. But I can't do that, Joe.
Well, it's island time.
You
got to sleep all day and
dance all night.
Dance all night.
Yeah. What'd you do while I was gone?
Have you heard of R. Kelly?
R. Kelly. Robert Kelly?
Robert Kelly, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've heard him.
I just got into his music, and he's a real good talent.
That's one thing everybody keeps saying about how talented he is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's okay.
I feel
it's not like it's not like Michael Jackson, how painful that is,
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what's weird. No, so I watched
Somebody say Michael?
Oh no. I did watch all of the R. Kelly business. And yeah, I'm just like, he's not as good. He has a lot of horrible songs.
Yeah, he has like one good song.
Yeah.
And that song is still even like
let's say
lame.
it at the same time, okay?
Let's sing it at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2.
Wait, hold on. I know it's something about
1.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
2, 3. I believe I can fly.
Yeah. I get it confused with the Steve Miller Band song, "Fly Like an Eagle." That's what I was like.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Fly like an eagle.
It would have been funny if that's what you sang.
No, it's similar. Mm-hmm. Well, the other one he's got is Remix to Ignition.
Yeah, but that's like I wouldn't listen to that and go, "What a talent!"
Yeah, no.
What a talent.
But anyway, yeah, I watched that. What else did I do?
How did it make you feel?
Oh, it's it's horrifying, and it is. It's horrifying on so many levels.
Yeah,
at least 2. One level,
at least 2.
There might be more that I won't speak of, but the one is just these individual people that had horrible things happen, and then the second thing is that he was like it took a mini series to sort of like bring this up again as an issue that we should care about. And that's horrifying to me too, is that there are people out there and they're doing this type of behavior right now and nothing's happening. So it was horrifying in so many ways.
It's for me, it was interesting because there's another podcast I've been working on slowly about a girl that went missing from my hometown, and the cops there.
And it's not a funny; it's a serious.
It's serious, it's serious. And the cops there don't want to work with me at all, and no one wants to work with me. And I keep saying, like, quit fucking bitching about this girl going missing, and like you're so fucking sad about it when you don't want anyone to help you, because fucking podcasts and movies and documentaries and all that shit is how shit gets done nowadays. So get on board this train, get on this boat.
All right.
This island boat.
You were almost a serious podcaster.
Yeah, I know.
How can you have a serious podcast?
I can. It's so serious too. Because I don't fucking joke about the abduction of young women. That's not fucking funny to me. You know what I'm saying?
You're I'm not saying it in a little way, though, don't you think?
Am I?
No,
I'm not joking. Okay, well, I'm serious.
Well, maybe it was a little Aaron Brockovich-y.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, listen here. I'm busting down doors.
Yeah. Okay.
And I need to see the files, and I need to see them now.
Or maybe I misinterpreted
Make a copy of that and fax it over. You know?
Is that a famous
No,
quote?
I just feel like she said something about a fax, I'm sure, in that movie.
Oh, well, it was the time of faxes.
Yeah, it was. Man, what about Michael Jackson's thing where he was sending those faxes?
I didn't see that one. Are you
God,
talking about his?
You have to watch that one.
I don't have HBO, but I might get it because Game of Thrones.
You can use mine. I've already told you that a million times.
What is it?
We'll talk off mic.
Here, I'll download the app right now and you put your password in, okay?
It's cute.
Because here's the thing. It's easy to say, oh, you can have my password on a podcast.
No, I would send it to you. I don't care.
No, you're going to type it in and I'm going to start watching.
Okay, we need to slow down and you need to back up.
No,
you're not going to tell me you're going to type it in. You're not going to tell me what I'm going to do.
Do I have to get HBO Go or Now?
Do I have to get Aaron Brockovich on your fucking ass right now?
Is it HBO Go or HBO Now?
It's Go.
I get Go. No, that says stream with a TV package. Oh, wait, you have a TV package?
Man, it's like he wants a password and he doesn't even understand the way of the world.
I'm installing it. Anyway, I love programs.
I do too.
Are you watching the Serial one?
I started the first episode. I thought that was like kind of boring.
Okay.
I mean, I liked seeing what the people looked like that I didn't know a lot of what they look like Aisha. Have you watched it? Because you're looking perplexed.
Aisha.
It was her best friend.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, it was like Aisha. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's been what? 5 years since that podcast came out.
I thought you were watching it. You haven't watched it?
I'm telling you, I don't have HBO.
Oh, it's not good. It was boring to me. I'm not going to watch any more of it. And that's saying something because usually I Joe, I see that you're getting the app.
Well, I got it.
I'm going to tell you the password after we stop taping. I'm not doing it right now.
You just sign in. Oh my God. Do you have
Yeah, see, there's too many steps. There's too many steps.
All right. Well, we just got to make sure we'll
get it done. You just have to.
Do you want to have like Game of Thrones watch parties?
I would be into that for sure. Yeah.
Do you like that show?
Yes, I do. Let's say everything that happened on it so far.
I can't remember who's dead or not.
Yeah. Well, we can't. I feel like we can't spoil it, but
there's a lot of people dead, and there's a good amount alive.
That's right. That's true. A lot of things left unsaid. A lot of secrets unexposed. I
thought, because I think the key to Game of Thrones is that it doesn't get spoiled, at least for me, because I only watched it probably a couple years ago.
Yeah,
and I was surprised at everything.
Yeah,
because the names are all so weird.
Yeah,
I kind of tune them out. I'm like Denarcy and Flisfly and Schlim and the house Targaryen, Dobby. Snape.
Yeah.
And so I'm just, so like people would talk about it in front of me and I wouldn't know, like when I watched the show, I didn't remember who they were talking about. I just knew there was one person, I won't say who I knew would die, but there was only one person I knew.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I like a show where you never know, people are getting their scripts and when they get their script, there's a little sweat on their brow while they're reading like, oh, is it me this week? I like a show like that. Where the actors are scared. I want the actors to be fearful of having a job every week, You read Harry Potter?
Yes, all of them.
Had you
when they were, I guess, relevant?
So when you were little,
how I would describe
when you were little, like when they
when
came
I
out?
was little, and when I was probably the appropriate age.
Like what age
for them?
What age?
It was whenever they came out. What year
so like
was that?
when we were little.
Yeah.
So that was like
I remember,
that was like fifth. What?
Yeah, I guess 8th grade, maybe the 4th or 5th book because I was in Ireland.
Oh,
and I got
you were reading it.
Well, no, because it like just came out, and so I got the Irish cover. So it was different from the because I think across the pond,
right?
The first book is called Philosopher's Stone instead of Sorcerer's Stone.
Oh,
but
why?
That's not the book.
Why?
Well, I think because here philosopher means
something
but
different.
There I guess philosopher kind of means sorcerer.
It's interesting because it's English.
It's English, but we do
how you say philosopher.
We do our own things here.
We do. I like that about us. I like that about us.
And we need our covers need to be more simplified.
How was it for you reading or like thinking about Harry Potter now that you know that you're Slytherin? Like, I haven't
think
read about it through a
different
lens, but do you think about it differently now? Just wondering.
I don't think about it. Although sometimes you're like, what does butterbeer taste
exactly.
like?
Oh my God. So I started reading them and I was like, I texted John last night and I was like, we need to go to this wizarding world of Harry Potter. I want to go.
I priced it, actually.
I did too. I looked at the tickets and everything. And he was like, I said, you can get butterbeer. And he said, you can get that at Alamo Draft House, like a little punk to me.
They have that?
I think they have like Harry Potter's things sometimes. But still, I want to go to the wizarding world. But in
the book, does she describe what it tastes like? Is it like butterscotch?
I don't know.
Pop?
I don't think I've made it that far yet.
Oh. Yeah, they got to go to Hogsmeade.
Where I am, he can't go.
Have they been to Hogsmeade?
Yeah, but Harry can't go.
Oh, Harry.
Fucking Sirius Black is on the loose, you know?
So it's interesting. You're willing to spoil Harry Potter, but not Game of Thrones.
Okay, Harry Potter's so old that you can spoil it. Game of Thrones is still happening.
What is the date?
Game of Thrones is still happening. It's like you can definitely
but those seasons have been out for 10 years.
There's certain things you can Breaking Bad, you can talk about like the ending of Breaking Bad at this point. You can talk about the ending of Sopranos. If you haven't caught up at this point, that's kind of your fault, you know. I wouldn't spoil it for you on purpose. What I'm saying is it's part of like our you know,
well, that's
pop
why it's so
culture
weird
now.
you've never read them or you haven't seen the movies.
I saw like the first one or something. I got almost kicked out of one because in one of them there's a band that is playing at the dance and the song they were singing was so funny. I was laughing so hard they had to come down the aisle with a flashlight and tell me shut the fuck up. Yeah. Embarrassed my whole family.
It's weird because you have the movie Xenon Princess. What is it?
Xena Warrior Princess?
No.
Or Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
Girl of the 21st Century. There's a band
Disney
in
Channel
that.
original movies. Protozoa.
And the band's like kind of bad there
zoom,
too.
Zoom, zoom. Make my heart go boom, boom. My
actually, maybe they were good.
Girl. Then they had something. No. The galaxy is ours. The galaxy is ours, my girl. The galaxy is ours.
Okay,
I'll put it on.
So that's a bad example because those songs sound good.
They sound cool,
but
don't
usually,
they?
In Star Wars, I think they're. I think in maybe the Fanta. I don't know if that's how it goes, but I think it maybe in like Phantom Menace or something. There's like a band.
I love that band, the Modal Notes.
I don't know if we're thinking of the same thing.
The name of the band in Star Wars is
there's multiple bands.
The ones that are like the ones with the little horns. Those are the Modal Notes.
Yeah, I'm talking about more of like a like a rock band.
Oh, there's
or maybe
a rock
it's one of the
band
new
in
ones.
Star Wars?
I don't know.
I don't know what you've been watching, man.
But I like when bands are in movies. It's
I do too.
Stupid.
I do too. But in the Harry Potter one, he goes, jump around like a unicorn, go crazy like a crazy elf. It's so funny. It
doesn't
me.
rhyme?
No, and it's stupid. It's so stupid.
They're just like, we got
mythical
some references.
Actions they can do.
So we're going to jump like a elf?
Unicorn?
No. Giant? No. Unicorn. Yeah. Now that's the thing.
It's really stupid.
Also, like unicorns aren't really that prominent in the Harry Potter verse. Like,
they are in the first one. Yeah,
they're there, but they're not like
Voldemort's feeding
more
on
like
them.
A hippogriff is more important.
Oh, the hippogriff. That's the one with the eagle head, right?
Or like those mandrakes, I think they're called.
That are little babies.
That's fun.
Man, I feel like I'm like a fucking Harry Potter expert right now, and I'm only on the third book.
Unicorns like exist outside of Harry Potter.
Give me something I don't know, Joe.
You don't know butterbeer, really?
Yeah, well, I'm Gryffindor and you're Slytherin, so. That settles it, doesn't it? 10 points to Gryffindor. 50
You said 10
off.
points.
Points. Because I was doing British. 10 points to Gryffindor.
I'm going to London this summer.
When?
I just bought a ticket today.
With whom?
My brother and...
I'm glad you said that. If you said your friend, I was going to come across the table.
You went to Port Ansis.
I invited you to come the next time, and you didn't seem interested.
Well, I'll get you on the next London trip.
Next trip, you're coming with me to Port A. Next trip, I'm going with you to London. Can't wait to meet your parents when they get here, by the way.
This weekend?
Really excited about that. That's this weekend?
Yeah.
How long are they staying?
For about a week. I mean, less than a week.
Yeah, so I'll see them next week then. Right?
Maybe.
You don't want me to meet your parents. I really think that's just...
I think you can meet them. We could probably go to the bar by my house.
Yeah. I need to meet Donal.
Okay.
I need to meet him. You know what I'm saying? I need to see him.
You just asked why wouldn't you want me to meet your parents, and then you're like,
we'll talk more about it. I think we gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta run.
I think it would be.
I need
fun.
to run to the bathroom really quickly.
I think it would be good for you to come because a week's a long time.
Mm-hmm. You need to sauce it up.
You're not like a day one person.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I know that about myself.
Well, and not even just like day one is like you got to check out some sites in Austin. Yeah. Like you're a person when they're like, I think we've seen everything in Austin. We go, no, you haven't seen this character.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not the last day person either.
No,
because you don't want to be throwing up on the plane on the way home. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Dono and I gonna get fucked up.
Well, it's worse because they are driving here. They're driving.
Oh.
So you don't want to be in a car for
you don't.
10 hours.
You don't. So give me a couple days before because it may be a long hangover too. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, they're bringing the dogs. And
do they want to meet Ruger?
I don't think so.
Guys, we need to go. We'll see you next week on Heavy Friending.
Are you ending it?
Yeah, I'm ending it.
What was it, bro?
You're so rude.
That's not.
Why would they not want to meet Ruger?
With their dogs? I don't think the dogs want to.
They're going to be so bored.
I'm not against them meeting your dog. I thought you were like all the dogs are going to hang out. I don't think they want
the dogs to hang out.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're like cousins. Yeah, we're like brother and sister.
Then
they're our kids and they're cousins.
I just don't think so.